Hey everybody, and welcome to the next game that I'm going to play, which is Tera Online. I have been waiting for this game since 2008. It's been a while. I was in New York when I bought a PC magazine where I first saw images and information about this game, and ever since then it was still at that time it was still noted that it would be released in the autumn of 2008. Well, but you know how it goes with MMOs. They are constantly being pushed back, and it's finally here. So let's jump right in. I don't have that much experience with other MMOs. I played, of course, World of Warcraft. I actually managed to get one level 85 there. I played Star Wars Galaxy for a while, back when it was first released. So it was very different from it until now. I was 11 or something back then, so I didn't understand at all how to play an MMO. It wasn't like World of Warcraft at all. There was no real tutorial, so I had no idea. I sucked balls at it. But let's pick a server. I am going for, as you can see, I had some test characters on a PvE server. I'm going to pick PvP server, medium, so that there at least are some people around, as PvP of course grant you everything, both monsters and PvP battles. So let's enter the server. Now, because there's of course a lot of grinding and stuff with MMOs, I decided to make these episodes 5 minutes longer than usual. So these are going to be episodes of 20 minutes per episode, just because I'm going to show everything. There are some people who only show the essential things, but I decided to do everything. I haven't seen one single really Let's Play yet of people who do that. Maybe it's because it's so boring to watch, maybe everything, but I just decided to do the whole experience and not show you flashes of how I've been doing. So like I said, I did some test characters. I also did some tests with the different classes, try out those, play them until something like level 4 or 5. Doesn't sound very high, but there's a prologue, a tutorial where you are immediately level 20, so that it shows you some of the skills and playstyle of that character. Now we have humans who are very boring looking. We have these, which are probably the most characteristic for Tera. You see these Castanic characters on the box cover, and those were also the first characters that were released, so those are most famous. You have these guys with the famous texture pop-in, of course, with the Unreal 3 engine, but also Fraps that does some damage to that. We have the Popori. We have the little baby girls who, yeah, that's some anime thing I will not get. We have these guys who I don't really like, and we have the high elves. And I am going to play a high elf, and a high elf female, that is. You have a lot of Let's playthroughs or beta testers, and people say all the time, you know, because one thing for that this MMO is famous for is the, you know, skimmily clothed females. And I don't know, but many of the other Let's Players want to, you know, to keep on showing their heterosexuality by saying, oh, you know, I prefer real women over digital women, and you know, pixelated breasts or whatever can't do anything. I don't look like to that at all. I mean, I don't, like, of course I prefer real breasts over 3D breasts, but I mean, MMO games are games where you spend a lot of time in, and as you can see, this guy does not look the most masculine of types. And in the tutorial level I played with things like high elves, you get like naval vests and stuff where you can see your abs and stuff, and it's very, I don't know, if you're into feminine looking guys, this is your game. And I decided, you know, if you spend so much time with the character, why not watch, you know, a female ass and female breasts all the time, instead of a man's ass. So let's do that. Okay, in terms of classes, it is a little bit difficult. I played with them for a bit. The ones that I definitely don't like are Lancer, Slayer, and Berserker. And Slayer in particular. Slayer is very slow, and if you play with the controller, it doesn't feel that good because of it's so slow. The Warrior is the melee class that has the fastest combat, feels best, and I had a little bit of a doubt of whether picking the Warrior, a Sorcerer, which I usually am, or, surprisingly to me, the Archer. I'm never a Hunter type or an Archer type in MMOs. I don't know why. I just find the petting system not good, and I have the feeling that the damage being dealt by the Hunter is being reduced because you have, you know, a pet to help you. So the Hunter itself doesn't feel too strong to me. But because of, you know, the direct control you have here, the Archer here is fucking amazing. I have really had fun playing with it. Mystic, it's not that much fun. It's a support class, so you really need it. But and Priest, I didn't even try. I don't want to be a healing chick. So, but like I said, I am usually the Sorcerer or a mage type character. That used to be different. I always was a tanking class, and the reason why is because I wanted to wear cool armor. I wanted to have cool helmets, cool shields, cool swords. But, and I explained this in multiple videos already, something bugged me about that in World of Warcraft, because if you are a warrior and you're fighting huge monsters, that is the main attraction point to me about MMOs, to fight huge monsters with, you know, lots of friends. And well, this game also features big monsters, so I'm pretty good there. But if you're a warrior, if you're a melee class, you're pretty much are hitting the toe of a huge dragon or whatever and not seeing the whole beast. But if you're a mage or a distance, you know, distance character, you can actually see what you're fighting, and it has a more epic and grand skill to it. So, like I said, the warrior is, but I was thinking about whether to choose the Archer or the Sorcerer. And I played with the Sorcerer. I played with them all, but the Sorcerer in this game does so lovely damage. So I'm going with the Sorcerer, actually. It's not the most unique character. The direct control makes it a little bit different, but still. Alright, I'm going into character creation as well. I'm not going to show you guys the fine details. That's where you can create the whole, you know, bone structure and jaw, whatever. I'm going to show you other things, so like hair, more, you know, apparent, obvious stuff. But I'll just skip that, and then I'll come back to you guys. So let's take a, well, this is actually a pretty good preset. I'm going to take this hairstyle, I think. We have a few presets here. High elves are quite pretty. They're not the most pretty though, in terms of face. Oh fuck, I don't know the name. The devil chick. There's a very pretty there. But yeah, oh Jesus. I'm not too happy though with the hairstyle of the elves here. But I'm just gonna pick this thing. It surprised me. I heard a lot of people complaining about Asian MMOs, because this is a Korean MMO, having too many pretty characters. You can make your character very ugly in this game, but I always find it funny, like, why do you particularly want to play an ugly character? I mean, why don't you give it a choice? I mean, if you want to play an ugly character, just do it, but don't complain that the characters given to you are already pretty. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. That's like going to a baker and complaining that all the breads and, you know, chocolate and things, chocolate croissants, are all fucking looking too good. I'm going with this hairstyle. Yes, very unique, isn't it? Jesus. You can also be, well, this is not really ginger. This is more ginger, right? Well, this bright orange. Actually, I'm Dutch, so maybe I should go with this hairstyle, even though I don't like it. I first thought purple would be cool, but it's more black with a purple kind of glow to it. If you're into anime and that's your thing, you'll probably really like this game. Oh, actually, I said I played World of Warcraft and Star Wars. I also played Aeon for a little bit, but Aeon, to me, is one of the most disappointing MMOs I've ever played. I don't know why. I was looking forward to that game also, in terms of style, character style, blah, blah, blah. Also a little bit of world style. It's very similar to this one. Also Korean MMO, but it was just too repetitive for me, too boring. Korean MMOs are known for being grind fests. A lot of battle, a lot of repetition. This game, I heard, is also guilty of that. But in my opinion, or at least I hope, I only played, of course, until level 5, is that the, direct control combat system compensates for that so that it makes a little bit more bearable. Alright, now face, in terms of eyes, you can customize quite a bit, but not like individual enough. For example, you cannot choose eyebrows and eyes separately. So in terms of customizing, I think actually Aeon does a better job. Oh, I think I'm going with this one. I like makeup. I like it when girls look like sluts. Some of my friends, they always say, I like girls who look good without their makeup and blah blah blah. I don't really mind if they look worse without makeup. I mean, that's the point of makeup, right? To look better. Here you can create eyeshadow or something. Oh, okay. So we have slutty number 1 and slutty number 2. This is actually more slutty. Is there something more slutty than that? This, but this is, well, nah, this is more slutty. Okay, I'm going with this one. Outfits. Let's check it out. Ooh, very Chinese looking, very elegant. You're not getting these outfits, by the way. It's not like you wear it. It's just like a preview of how your character looks. And as you can see, it looks quite fine. Alright, like I said, I'm going to do the fine details. I will skip ahead the video because I'm not gonna show you all this. I mean, the change will not be that great. So I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, and I am back again. So you probably don't see really a lot of different things, but anyway, let's choose a voice. Different voices. That's a she-man. Oh. Probably this one. That was a lot of moaning there. Alright, another problem, of course, is since I'm a female, the name Konoha cannot really be used. So, I am going to go with... This is probably taken. No, it's not. Alright, Shiraki. That is my alter ego female name. So I also named female characters if I had them on World of Warcraft or Aeon. Anyway, let's finish this. And let's get into the prologue. I will probably also make a Konoha character just so that I can, you know, safeguard the name Konoha when I'm going to roll an alt, because, you know, if I'm going to roll an alt, I'm going to probably choose a male, and then probably, you know, do a male warrior or an archer. Anyway, let's go ahead, and I'm using a controller at the moment, a 360 pad. You can just also use the keyboard and mouse if you want. I like going through all the menus with the mouse more, so that is pretty easy.
The answers we now seek cannot be found in books. Our individual journeys must now become linked to the looming battle of our world's salvation. The journey will begin at the Island of Dawn, a mysterious new addition to our maps. Long ago, when the Titans, Arun and Shara, fell asleep, they dreamed our world into existence. A world where races have finally come together as one, to forge a new alliance of equals, to turn back the coming tide of destruction, and stand against enemies who would turn their dream into a nightmare. When the island first arose, we arrived as explorers to discover and to understand. We discovered only death. Now, the best and brightest are arriving on the Island of Dawn, and your journey has led you here to help us make our stand. Our enemies thrive on brutality. They will never stop. But here, on the Island of Dawn, we will rise again and turn the darkness back into light.
Alright, so, this is the game. I am playing now with a 360 pad. And I have to admit that, first, when I started up this game to test, I was a little bit disappointed by how the graphics looked. You have to realize, I saw this game back in 2008, and I was absolutely blown away by the graphics. It was the most beautiful MMO I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like it. And just through time, you know, graphics have caught up. Also, Aeon had a graphical update, which made the graphics look very more similar to this. And also just bad choice of how the prologue looks. I was just disappointed. It's just dark, not a whole lot of, you know, nice effects going on. Character models still look very pretty, but I just expected more. But I was quickly shut it up by completing the prologue, and then after you go to the first real quest hub, that place is absolutely gorgeous, and that, you know, convinced me that this is absolutely a gorgeous game. So let's go and talk to our first quest giver. And as you can see, I'm level 20. I have a lot of skills. This is just to let you be able to test everything out. We just wanted to study the Island of Dawn. It's not every day that an entire island appears out of nowhere. I'm getting too old for this, sorcerer. The reefs, the weather, and those hostiles up on the cliffs have put us in complete disarray. Not exactly the triumphant landing that Commander Elion planned, eh? Oh, he's Canadian. We've got to get ourselves organized. Then get off the beach. I'm ready for action, sir. Good to hear. Our first priority is the wounded. You know the drill. Triage, then treatment. The medics are strewn away across the beach like everything else, and I need a status report. Talk to the medics, bring them more supplies, then get back here immediately. Sir, yes, sir. Okay, hold on. Let me get this in order. Alright. So, as you can see, we have the question marks, yellow, pretty much like World of Warcraft setup, which is fine. Hold on! Breathe deeply, that is. That's it! That's it! Come on! What kind of idiot quartermaster puts the medics on one ship with their supplies on another? Oh, that's why you're here. I'll take those supplies and tell Adun, I need more. Yeah, deliver. Yay! So can you heal this soldier? Medic! Medic! That dude needs a medic. Hey, there's a crow here. Is he picking on a dead soldier? Is he eating him? Oh, he is. Oh, shit. That sucks. Alright. Let's give this dude. Still bleeding. We're losing this one. Don't worry, I'm here. You rob bandages? Good. Tell Adun there's something with teeth. Are you serious? About half the troops made it ashore, but only a quarter are in any shape to fight. Tell Adun that if anyone was gonna make it ashore, they'd be here by now. Alright, so the rest are probably eaten. I wonder if it will eat me if I go in here.